Well, you made it clear you don't drink water, and you also made it clear that you can't hold in your pee, so I gave you the short glass.
True.
Welcome back to Chemical X. This is episode 15? My God.
Is it 14?
I think we're at 15. Hopefully, like, I can't imagine when we start getting into the fucking 80s and I'm going to be going,
I think it's 14.
No, we're 15.
Oh, right, because...
I can't even remember my age, so every time somebody asks me, I always feel like I'm lying because they say, how old are you? And then I go,
oh my God, I know the feeling.
I think 23. Like, I don't even know anymore.
I know.
It's crazy.
And once you start reaching 24, you don't want to be asked anymore. You're done.
It's just...
no longer 21.
I remember the days when I literally used to lie to everybody about my age. Like, and I used to get by also. Like, I would get away with crazy... When I was 16, I used to tell people... Like, people would literally give me 24 when I was 16. No. And I'd be like, I'm 23 actually. Now I'm like, you think I'm lying about my age? Like, are you fucking crazy?
Guys, she lied about her age when she wanted to fucking have sex with a guy who was, what?
Did I? I don't
30?
I don't even think I said that story of when I lost my virginity.
Well, yeah, in the Truth or Drink, you said that you slept with your friend.
I know, but I don't think I said the part where I lied.
Anyway.
Bad on me.
But,
horrible person, by the way, to lie to somebody that you're gonna sleep with. Wrong thing to do.
When I was going clubbing and I was 16, and guys, in Montreal, you have to be 18 to go out. I was like, okay, like, I'm just gonna steal, like, one of my friend's sister's ID, whatever. And I had a name tag at this point on saying Alessia. Didn't think to remove it because why would I? And
why
my
did you
ID
have
says,
a name tag?
I had my, like,
oh,
my
your necklace.
Like
I was like, a name? You go to the
name-
club with a name tag?
Oh my God. Anyway, so I had a necklace with my name on it, showing up with an ID, not my name. So then the bouncer starts testing me, going, when's your birthday? When's this? When that? Yeah, what's your name? Your name tag is saying something different. I'm like, fuck, busted.
That is hilarious. We need to, you know what? Let's talk about fake IDs for a moment because I was the queen. I had my sister who was 3 years older than me. So, like, as soon as she turned 18, I was flying by. My whole, like... When she was 18, I think I was 15 at the time, like, or 16. So just turning 16. So, like, I had that idea and we didn't even look alike. But for some reason, her picture, she had the bangs and it was also an expired Medicare card. And, like, some places would let it slide. Like, I had so many, like, tips and tricks to get in. And I remember... Oh my God.
Don't die.
I have, like, a few stories, but there was a few places that literally knew that I was underage. And
did they know,
they would just...
Did they literally
They
know?
would just... They would just let me in, but I remember one time I was going to Boulevard 44. Don't know why I was even going. Like, it was so weird. I was so used to getting in really easily everywhere, and then I get to this place, and he's like, this isn't you. And I'm like, what do you mean, this is me? Like, you know when you get so confident in the fact that the idea is you? That
it's been working for so long.
It's been working for so long, you're almost insulted. You're like, excuse me, but this is fucking me. My name is Tanya Rossi.
No.
So he starts questioning me all this stuff. Sign your name. He's making me sign my name on the paper. He starts saying, like, what's your horoscope? Me, I'm their horoscope genius. I'm going Aquarius.
You
like,
already planned all
I
this
know
before.
everything, bitch. Like, don't fucking test me. And then he's like, sign your name. Finally, he doesn't let me in. And I was like, fuck you. And I remember he was even like, your nose is not the same. I was like, I broke my nose. Me with my old nose, like, with the bump. He's like, doesn't look like this on the picture. I'm like, I broke my nose. What are you saying? What are you judging me? Like, I remember it was a whole feud.
I was always so jealous of, like, sisters or somebody who had an ID they can take. Like, do you know what the struggle was for me? Having to get someone from, like, somebody else's, like, sister because, like... What am I going to take my brother? It's like, it's not going to work. So everybody who had a sister, I would go out with my friends and they'd be like, well, I took my sister's. And I'm like, sorry, like, help me because
You're like, Mom, cough it up.
Like,
I'm going to pretend to be 40.
Like,
but,
like 60.
But yeah, no, honestly, I was blessed to have my sister and to have that fucking ID. And I remember once it expired, like, I would started getting stopped once it expired. But I think it was the last year that I had it, which was like so annoying because since I'm 15, I'm getting into all these places and suddenly I'm 17 and suddenly I can't go in anywhere anymore because the ID is expired. So I'm like, what the fuck? And my sister would like tell me off because I would always try and use her driver's license. But it was only that one Medicare card. And then I remember I started using my cousin's license. There was a point where I had an array of licenses in my fucking...
No. Like, honestly, those were the funnest days because, like, the fun part about clubbing was getting in and being like, I got in.
Once
I'm
you
so happy. Like
you
feel
wouldn't
like such a
even go
rebel.
outside
You're
for a breath of
rebel.
fresh air, though.
No, you're a rebel, and you're staying away from that.
I
door.
remember do you remember there used to be the stamps, and you used to lick the stamp?
Oh my god!
I've done absolutely every trick in the book to get into a club.
Including finding the stamp that they use and fucking buying it. I remember one was at Bureau en Gros. Yes, one was at Bureau en Gros. I don't know if it was like Up Club or something. It was before like clubs started naming the tattoos, like the name of their club. It was like a star or something. I found it at Bureau en Gros. I got, bitches, guess who's getting in the fucking club tonight? Us.
You said $50 a pop if you want to get into Up. But I do remember one time when I was like in high school still. I felt like such a cool kid because I had my license, because I had my fake ID and I could buy cigarettes, buy alcohol. And I remember like the grade above me, it was like the last day of school. And they came up to me and they were like, hey, like, do you think you could go buy us alcohol at the SAQ? And I'm like, look, like, I know my ID works at the fucking dep on the corner and fucking the sketchy club, but I don't think it's going to work at the SAQ because this was like, we had one SAQ in like our little area. And I was like, and they were so strict too because they knew it was a bunch of high school kids. So I'm on my lunch. I obviously look, I'm in Sec 4, so I must have been 14 or 15. No, I had to be at 15. So I walk into the SAQ.
Hold on, they ask us for IDs now, so I don't even know where you thought you were going.
I walk into the SAQ and I'm like, if this doesn't work, like I ruin my life. Like I can never buy alcohol at this SAQ again, but whatever. So I walk in and I start asking the girl, it's literally like 12 p.m. Like, what am I doing in an SAQ at 12? So I'm like
getting lit on your lunch break.
Literally. So I walk in and I'm like asking the girl who works there. I'm just like asking her all these questions. I'm like, oh, I'm looking for this rum, blah, blah. Like they even had a specific rum too. It was no grab what you can and get out. Like they were like, no, can you get us this specific one? So I was like, fuck.
Listen.
So I go in with a fucking list and I'm like, yeah, can I have this one? Whatever. She gets it for me. It seems like no problem. So I'm like, phew. And I'm sweating. Like, there's nothing scarier than using a fake ID. I think you look more,
if you're more confident and you have the balls to go up to them, they're more like, what? Suspicious. Because they're like, hey, she wouldn't go up to me if she was underage. Like, you're good.
Yeah. So I walk up to the cash, like, whatever. I'm playing my whole, like, I'm so cool, I'm buying a bottle of rum. I walk up to the cash, and she gets there, and she, like, scans my stuff, and she's like, I'm so sorry, but it's, like, the policy. Like, I know you're obviously above 18, but, like, can I, like, check your ID? I was like, don't worry, I understand it's policy. I'm there 15 pulling out my fake ID saying, don't worry about it, I understand. Knowing I'm about to get kicked out of the SAQ. I'm like, don't worry, I totally understand. I give her my ID. She goes, great, thank you so much. Doesn't even look. I'm like, I took my rum and I never ran so fast out of the SAQ. I said, that was a miracle what just happened.
You literally said, start the car.
I literally said, start the fucking car, take your bottle, and I'm out. But once
what did you get out of it? Should have fucking charged a...
Shoulda.
Oh my god.
Literally. I should have charged a fee. Yeah, a fee for my fear. Like, there's nothing scarier. I'm sorry. Like, when you're using a fake ID, you're sweating. Like,
no.
If somebody says this is fake, you're like,
it's almost like when you shoplift. Like,
it's the scariest thing in the whole world. We know you stole a gum once.
But that feeling when I stole that gum, like, it was just a feeling I can't explain.
The feeling of doing something illegal, it's... You know what? When I was a kid, I got away with it somehow. But now looking back, I feel like I can't even. Sometimes I literally want to. I'm in the grocery store and I'm thirsty and I want to take a bottle of my own water that I'm buying, and I feel nervous that I'm gonna get arrested for drinking the water before I pay for it.
I know what you mean.
Like, do you know what? Sometimes you're like in the grocery store and you're just like, I'm so fucking thirsty, but like, am I gonna get fucking?
But I'm
arrested?
also the savage going, can't wait till I get out of here before I start eating these chips. Get in there. And now actually recently I went and I really wanted to bite, but I was like, COVID, I'm wearing a mask. Like, I didn't realize, and I already opened the bag of chips. I went, that's fine, it'll go underneath. I'm like, why am I even wearing a mask at this point? Like,
that was me. I was shopping the other day and I got my Starbucks coffee, and let me tell you, the whole time my mask was here, because I'm putting up the mask.
Yeah, like,
I'm like, COVID is in the air at this point. What do you want?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Anyway, so guys, I know I said that, I only got my lips done once.
Change of topic.
Oh my god, I didn't even slide it in. I just went lips.
Actually, there's one more thing I want to talk about fake IDs, just to settle home. And it kind of, I don't know, you saying this just reminded me, is I actually used my fake ID to go get a piercing once, and they scanned it and everything. I remember I was 16.
But what, they were scanning a fake ID or your sister's ID?
My sister's ID.
Okay, so if they scan it, they'll be like Tanya Ross.
No, I mean, they were like photocopying it, like, you know, to put in the dossier, and me, I'm there 16 getting my nipple piercing, thinking I'm a rebel.
I'm dead.
And it's like, how embarrassing for the guy who's thinking he's piercing an 18-year-old, but I'm 16. Like, it's a bit like, did I put him in fucking... Like, is that...
He's going to jail.
He's going to jail.
Oh my God. You're
I'm
like
sorry.
underage.
I'm sorry for the piercer that I...
Oh my God. But speaking of nipple piercings, I feel like we all went through that stage of nipple piercings. Like,
I think we all thought we were edgy. Actually,
I thought I was the first one to do it, but I don't think we were close at this time. We weren't friends, but anyways, I was like, oh my God, I was like, what, 17? And I was the one to do it before all my friends. And then I meet Veronica, and she's like, I had it when I was like 13. I was like, I'm sorry. Did I just meet a bigger rebel?
Yeah.
I did it on my lunch break.
I did it.
School.
I did.
I was like, oh my God, I really want to get it. Like, literally get it. My nipple's bleeding. Put a cotton swab. History class, here we go.
Oh my God. I remember, I wasn't on my lunch break, but I was somewhere for school, and I went to get it with my friend. But I remember it was the most painful thing in my whole life. No. And I had to get it taken out, and I was like, I can't imagine ever having to re-pierce this.
Yeah.
Like, it's just not
the thing
happen.
with a nipple piercing is you really have to be clean about it. You have to wash it every day. I was always putting that fucking salt water. And it's like, for some reason, it's still getting infected. So I'm going...
I mean, mine never got infected, but it was so
a little bit, mine.
It was so shallow pierced that I was terrified to do anything.
Yeah.
It's, you wipe yourself with a towel and you're like, everything you do, I remember I would be so like particular. Like, if you would accidentally knock it.
Yeah.
But I think it's so hilarious. Like, when you're underage, the most rebel thing you could have is like a hidden piercing or a tattoo. It's like, Mom, you don't know nothing about me. Yeah. Okay? You don't know the real me.
Well,
like,
funny story, actually. Anyway, so when I got my nipple pierced, I was like, I fucking love it. Like, it's like any addiction. Well, then I wanted my other one. I wanted both pierced, but I only did one in the end. But I wanted both. I found it so nice. And I actually put it on my uglier nipple, if that makes any sense. I put it on my uglier nipple so that it would balance out and then it would look like I have two nice nipples. Ask me if that makes sense.
Genius. It does make sense.
Right?
It does make sense because I think I did the same thing.
Did you?
Yeah.
My God, we were best friends before we knew.
Oh my. We bonded through nipple piercings.
Yeah.
But I remember you had it for a long time. I had
mine for a long time.
Yeah. But I was actually funny. We were talking about piercings. How annoying am I when my funny you bring that up?
Yeah.
I was just looking at your...
that.
I was just looking at your... And before I even say this, it already sounds weird, but I was looking at your belly button before.
I'm sorry.
No, it's because...
Guys, who wants to sleep with who over here?
I was looking at your belly button. I was looking at the hole, and I'm like... We were there when we were 13 getting our belly buttons pierced, and we thought we were the sexiest 13-year-olds in the world.
I remember when I got it done, though, my mom was like, look, I was 16, I think, when I did it. She's like, look, you're going to get it. It's a trend now, but you're not going to want it. And you're going to remove it, and you're always going to have the one. I said, Mom, what are you saying? It's so nice. Adriana Lima has it. It's fucking nice. Like, I want to be hot. I get it. Like, a year later, I'm just like, ew.
But it's crazy.
I don't know. Like, I removed it now, and I'm just like, I'm left with a hole for life. And, like, I even thought about, like, injecting it.
Yeah, I mean,
when I went under for my nose.
Yeah,
I remember it was you first.
Yeah.
You're like... And then he said, what, it's not a good idea because,
well,
like...
you can inject it. You can, like, cut out the scar tissue and then sew it back. But he's like, chances are it's going to leave a bigger scar than what you already have.
Or you can get infected. So I was just like, look.
Yeah, I was like, I'll take it. But you know what? It's so funny because it's such a common piercing, but it actually leaves such, like, an obvious scar.
Weird.
Like, everyone gets their belly button piercing, but nobody told me that would be literally the most
And it's like, when I'm editing photos, that's the first thing I go through. I go through that fucking belly button and I try and fade it a bit. But then I'm like, people know I have a hole, so
when
let me
you
not
meet me
cover
in real
it
life,
too much.
I'm saying.
If I cover it up too much, then they're going to think, what else did I edit?
I know.
Which is everything, but nothing,
And for me, I have this weird thing that when I take out that fucking belly button piercing hole, it's almost like I lost my belly button because I'm so used to looking at my belly button with that hole
I know
over
what you
it.
mean. And
you're like, does it look like I edited out my belly button now? But
I even thought about it. I'm like, I want to see what it looks like now. Let me try. But it's not even like we have the hole and it's closed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I was just thinking the other day, I was like, you know what? Like, it kind of would be nice if I would just put in like a little tiny diamond.
Just to close it.
Yeah. And it's in now. Like, I'm seeing people like getting belly button piercings again. And
but
I'm here with my hole that's useless.
No.
I can't even say, let me pop in a piercing. Nothing. Closed. Just that fucking little
hole. I know.
And it's like, it's actually becoming a trend again. And I'm like, oh God, like,
But I know what you mean. Just a little shimmer. It almost looks like a sparkle.
Yeah, I know a girl that she puts she has a belly button piercing and she puts an eyebrow ring inside. So it's like really, really small. It's so nice. And as we speak, I want to shut off the cameras and go re-pierce my lips.
Actually, we have the whole. Can they re-pierce the same hole?
Well, cause there's scar tissue, you have to like pierce around, so it's a mess.
I'm not getting 2 holes. Sorry,
it's fine. I'll live with my hole. I'll glue a sticker on there and call it a day.
Anyways, before Veronica interrupts me again, I'm listening to my story.
Say your story.
So this weekend, I didn't tell anyone. I was like, hey, you know what? I watched a podcast. I said, why do I have zip lines? And I spoke about. Anyways, so I was like, let me go get my lips done.
Let me go get... Guys, I just want to rewind back to episode not sure what, when she said, I wanted to do it to see what the buzz is about. Go on.
So I knew what the buzz was about, and I went again for another buzz.
So now that you knew what the buzz is about and you liked it, you went back.
Anyways, yeah. But the thing is that I have friends who go, like, often, you know? For me, it was like... I actually checked the file.
So you're less fake because you don't go as often.
I'm actually just as fake. But it was just like I want to remember like how I want to know when the last time I got it was. So there was like, anyways, I get there. Anyways, the whole COVID. First of all, when I called and I was like, hey, just to know like how much is it? They go, I think it was like $600, and then I think it was. Let me tell you, I didn't think.
You know
I
the
saw that
exact price.
dent it made on my fucking credit card. Anyways, and then she goes, we charge a $30 COVID fee, you know, so don't worry about it. Just come we have everything for you. We have the mask. I'm annoyed. I almost consider not getting my lips done. Like, I was so...
$30 for what?
$30 for what? For you to provide the mask? You know what? Keep your fucking mask. I'll bring my mask at fucking 30 cents. How about that? Like,
and also like what? So they could clean extra? I'm sorry, but aren't you a nurse's
But
office?
that was the whole thing. I'm like, you guys are already supposed to sterilize everything, and everything's supposed to already be super clean. So I want the $30 was them saying we're gonna take another $30 from you, because like, what are you really doing? I get there and it's just like they give me gloves. They give me a whole little like kit with like Perel gloves and a mask, and I went, please explain to me why this is $30, because if I do the math, all this doesn't even come out to $1. So
and I could have brought my own. So
and then I saw candies in that bag, and I went,
you said worth it.
I said at least, you know. Anyway, so I get there and I get my lips done. So guys, try not to stare at my lips too much; they're swollen. And anyways, I asked. I was like, when was the last time I did it, just to be sure. I knew it was around 2 years. She's like, yeah, it's about 2 years and 3 months. And the girl who did them, she was a bit annoyed. She's like, you never, the last time you said you were going to come back after 6 months to fix them. I'm like, listen, like, I'm sorry. Are you paying for them?
Yeah, like I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Anyway, so, yeah, it was about, like, 2 years ago I did them. And I was like, hey, like, I'm fine with doing them every 2 years. Like, just to, like, re-fluff them. But
Fluff.
Shut up,
I mean,
bitch.
how long does it take to... I know everyone is different. Like, I know it really depends on, like, your body, how fast it breaks down the filler.
I find it stays really long in my lips. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
It could be. Like, I know some people, it goes away right away. I think it's about how fast your body breaks it down.
Yeah. But it's weird, because I feel like also I'll wake up one day and it's like I have zip lines, and I wake up the next day and they're fucking puffy, and I'm going...
Yeah, but it also
going
depends on like, you know, moisturizing and stuff like that. Like, in the winter, I literally have negative lips.
No.
Like, I'm literally
I know what
like
you
this.
mean.
Like, my lips are so dry and, like, it's cold. Like,
I know.
in the summer, it's like I find your lips, like,
yeah,
puff out more.
Yeah. So anyways, my boyfriend was like, because I was like talking to him, I'm like, yeah, like, so I did them right before I started dating him. So I was like, hey, like, I want to get my lips done again. Like, and he was like, no, I like your lips the way they are. They're not small. And I was like,
classic boyfriends.
But I'm like, can I just get my lips done? Like, leave me alone. And then he had promised me he was going to buy me a bag. He had said, like, I want to buy you a bag, whatever. And then after he said, he threatens me, like, bitch. He goes, if you do your lips, I'll not buy you the bag.
You said, like, I didn't do my lips, it's liner.
So then I was like,
what
guys, obviously I'm going to lie. So I go ahead and I lie. And I'm like, guys think that, like, half the girls don't even get their lips done. And he doesn't even fucking know that half this fucking city has them done.
Yeah.
Except Veronica. But Veronica has nice lips, so. What's it called? Anyway, so he's like, no, like, don't do them, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I'm going to lie. So I lie. And then I was, like, debating.
Advice
I'm like,
not
should
to
I call
take.
him now or should I FaceTime him? Just because I just had gotten them done and I'm in the car now. But, like, I don't know. To me, there wasn't a huge difference.
Holy.
It's pill time.
Pill time.
We don't want to get a baby.
Stop.
anyways, so whatever, I FaceTime him. 5 seconds on, he goes, with a disgusting look, he goes, did you do your lips? I'm like, no. He goes, yeah, you did. And you know what he tells me? He goes, I don't like them. They don't suit you. No offense.
Spiteful.
I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm more insulted now because I'm like,
I just paid $600.
No. They don't suit me. So what? You're saying they suit other girls and they don't suit me? Like, I'm confused. He goes, no, babe. You always take things in a negative way. Like, I'm trying to say, like, you look better natural. Like, you don't need it. And I'm like, no, I heard what you said. Some girls suit it. That's what I.
And like, I'm not one.
And I'm not one. Like.
So basically, you're saying that right now I'm uglier than I was yesterday.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Yeah. And then he goes, you're getting a Ziploc as a bag, so I just want you to know. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I should have never FaceTimed you. And then I go, babe, it's all a joke. I didn't get them done. He goes, who do you think you're fooling?
You said, babe, I'm kidding. It's liner.
It's liner.
This is the Chanel that I want. Stop.
And then he's like, if I kiss you, like, it's hard. Like, I don't like the look of fake lips. Like.
But do you feel it when you kiss somebody?
And I'm like, also, I had just gotten them done and I'm kissing them and they're hard. I'm like, okay, listen, wait a couple fucking days. Like, it's gonna go down. Like, if I wouldn't have seen him for like 4 days, after that, he would have never realized. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
you didn't get a lot as well.
I didn't get a lot.
You don't get a lot in your lips. But
I do it mostly to shape. Like,
yeah.
It's because my top lip, I don't have like you, the M shape. I have no shape. So she really works on like trying to give me an M.
Yeah, and
you
less,
know what I mean?
Puff.
And like, I always like hated when like filler, like girls get it done and it starts from there. So it looks like a big like fucking pool.
Yeah.
I just like when she does the corners and the part that just like pops it up a bit, if that makes any sense.
No, I know what you mean.
Anyway.
But I think, like, guys are really... They never want, like, their girlfriends to get work done. I mean, obviously, everybody has their preference. But, like, most guys are like, babe, you're better natural, this and that. But then, like, all the girls that they find hot have all these things that are not natural. I'm like, but they don't see it. Like, for them, they're just like... Like, I could literally show up with so much done and be like, you look amazing naturally. And I'm like, babe...
No.
You know what I mean? Like, people don't know.
Especially, I find, like, guys, I find they're oblivious to it a bit.
So
They'll be like, shit, that's such a hot girl. And it's like, you have no idea her whole face was restructured.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember, like, my ex-boyfriend, like, when we first started dating, like, he would always say, like, oh, you know, like, you're so pretty, like, you're so natural. And then I was like, well... I have my nose done. Like, I'm technically not natural. And he's like, no way. He's like, but it's different because it looks natural. I'm like, but what you don't get is everybody gets something that looks natural.
Yeah.
Like, it's a lot more rare. Like, yes, there are those people that overdo it, but they like that look, but it's a lot more rare. Like, a lot of people get things done, but naturally. Like,
and there's a lot of guys who like that look too there. But like, I don't know. I was just like, he's kissing me and he's going, you see, that's what I meant. Like, it's hard. Like, it's not, your lips aren't like fluffy and like,
but it's swollen.
What am I with this word fluffy today? Like, I'm
but
like, it's swollen. He goes, no. Like, I'm like, it's gonna go down. You're literally seeing me the same day. Like, they're always bigger the same day. Like, give it a week, I'm going back to my zip lines. Like, you know what I mean?
You're like, don't worry about it. In a week, I'm gonna want them bigger.
But that's what happens. A lot of girls get it done and they go, whoa, and they start to like the look of what they look swollen that they don't ever want. Then when it goes down, they go, maybe I'll inject a little half. And that's where I go, I never want to be at that stage. And Veronica, you will tell me if I get to that stage because I'm not.
But it's for sure because when you get them swollen, you're like, whoa. And then after you kind of get used to your face with the big lips. And then once the swelling goes down, you're like, oh, my lips are small again.
But then somebody you don't see after, like in a long time, see you, they go, holy shit, you know?
Yeah.
But you're like, I see my face every day.
It's hard because you get used to it and it like progressively goes down. And then you don't remember what your lips naturally look like. So you're like, oh, my lips are small. But it's like, no, they're just smaller than they were.
I just think like I overline my lips with lip liner so that people won't really, when I put lip liner, people won't really see the difference because like I already fucking trace over a non-lip. So
I remember the first time I just want to make sure that you're not on mute. She's not on mute, right?
No.
I just had a panic that I didn't unmute your mic. Anyways.
Oh my god.
But I remember the first time
you were the first one to give me lips. No.
I remember we were at our friend's house and I was like, Ale, like, and she's really particular about her makeup. And I was like, can I do your lip liner? And she was like, okay. But she's like, not too much. I'm like, don't worry. Like, I know what I'm doing. And then I did her lips and she looked in the mirror and she's like, hold on a minute. You just gave me lips. And I was like, bitch.
You were the first one, because I never wore lip liner. And you did my, like, the way she did my lips, guys, I went, did I just get fucking 3 syringes in? But it was so nice. After that moment, I was like, every time we'd go out, I'd be like, Veronica, can you do
she literally did this.
It?
And I was like, you're annoying. Learn how.
And then I learned.
But no, I
I don't know if I learned or I just went to get them injected.
Literally. But I think that lip fillers are cool. I think one day, I always say like when I start to lose, well, actually, I don't know if I ever said this story on the podcast, but I was with my sister and we were like talking and laughing and she's like, and I'm smiling and she's like, you know, you could fix that, right? I'm like, what? She's like, well, like, you know, if you inject a bit, like when you smile, you won't see your gums. I was like, hold on a minute. I actually don't recall asking because...
Or it being something I didn't like, but thank you.
I know. I was never insecure about it, but now when I edit my pictures, I will remove that. I will also remove my belly button hole. So thank you for adding something to the list. I was like, is she joking?
Oh my God.
And now when I smile, I'm like, she's like, yeah, you could just, like, she's like, it'll look so good. I'm like, hold on a minute.
So what you're saying is what I need lip filler.
So what you're saying is my lips aren't fucking nice. It's fine. Thanks for that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. No, I was like, I could punch you in the face right now.
Oh my God. Hilarious.
But I think like the older you get, I know you lose like a lot of collagen in your lips. So I always said like when I'm older, I want to get them done.
But anyways, whatever. Like I find like at the end of the day, whether you have lips or not, you guys don't know what that lip liner could do. It could fool
Ask
anybody.
Kylie.
Literally, ask Kylie.
It always starts with the lip liner and you see what you can have and then you say,
literally,
doctor, nurse, fucking put that in here.
Yeah.
You see, this is me with liner. I want that for like ever. I want that when I wake up.
Oh my God. So the other day, I'm sleeping at my boyfriend's house. My God, this boyfriend's being brought up so much. He's gonna have to pay me soon to be in this fucking podcast. He's gonna pay a fucking sponsor. Literally. So lately, I don't know what's going on, but he's like sleep talking. And it's fucking scary. And like, I need to talk about this for a second because it's literally like, it's so weird. And like,
but then you're also eavesdropping and you're saying,
oh, 100%.
You're saying, who?
Yeah. So I'll tell you the story. So I actually didn't tell you this story. So anyways, I'm sleeping at his house. And already when I don't sleep at anybody other than my house, like, I don't sleep as well. He has the most comfortable bed in the world, but like if he gets up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night, like I wake up. Like I'm more like,
you're like less of a deep sleep, I guess. Yeah. Like you're very like sleeping lightly.
Anyways, whatever. So all of a sudden, he's like, just picture somebody sleeping, and then all of a sudden he yells. I'm like, so I literally wake up from my sleep and I have a heart attack. I'm like, what's happening? Oh my God. And just picture it's like you're like a mummy in a coffin and then all of a sudden he like comes up. So I'm like, what's he doing? He just yelled and what's he doing up? Like, I'm confused and he's naming his a guy and I'm like, so I'm putting two and two together. I'm like, this guy is his uncle is what he's saying because his uncle has that name and he's going, don't worry. I'll take the blonde girl. Don't worry. And he says to his uncle, I'm like, he's cheating on me. He's cheating on me in his sleep, and that is not allowed.
You're saying, what's the blonde girl's name?
I literally was like, I'm like, babe, what's my name? Literally, I wanted to know who the blonde girl was.
Oh,
I was literally being the girl who goes, yeah, sweetie, I'm coming with you. What's your name? I woke up in the morning. You changed
your voice.
I woke up in the morning pissed. I didn't want to talk to him. No.
Who the fuck are you dreaming about?
No. And then he wakes up in the morning and he goes, babe, I had a dream that like we were having sex. I'm not even joking, Veronica. Veronica. No. And I'm like,
you're like, really?
I was like, I wasn't going to bring it up because he's in his sleep, but now he's going to get a fucking piece of my mind and he better apologize or I'm leaving right now. I was so pissed, Veronica. You have no idea. Like,
oh.
So I'm like, babe, like, I'm sorry. I'm like, who is the blonde girl? He's like, I don't know. Like, I was in my sleep. Like, what are you talking about? The only thing I could think about if it was my uncle and he was working at the funeral, there's this one girl who does the flowers and it's the blonde girl. And I'm going, I don't buy it. You liar.
Where are you taking her?
Where are you taking her? And I'm like, babe, I want you to know that I tried to get out of you who the blonde girl was when you're sleeping. He's like, leave me alone when I'm sleeping.
You were holding his hand in his sleep saying, I'm the blonde girl. What's my name?
No. And the fact that he opens up with that line when he wakes up and I go, well, it wasn't with me. It was with a blonde girl.
Crazy.
He's like, I don't even like blondes. I like brunettes. I'm going, shut the fuck up.
Excuse me. Now I'm insulted. But you literally, he could have slid with it, but he just fucked himself up twice.
He fucked himself over when he woke up. Anyways, guys, I just want you to know I made him apologize.
Well, actually, speaking of dreams, no, you don't understand. So I never ever remember my dreams, but when I do, they're always like bad stress dreams, like about something bad, and I wake up and I'm like,
honestly, I'm just thinking about this and I'm pissed again. So
no, I
say
100%.
your story because I'm telling off my boyfriend when we get off the phone on this podcast.
So, like, the other day, I literally wake up from a dream, and it's, like, the worst dream ever. Like, I had a dream that my boyfriend was cheating on me, and all this whole dream that my boyfriend's cheating on me.
Girls, if you're listening,
you can relate. So I wake up with this whole dream, and when I dream, like, I'm really not good at telling my dreams apart from reality. So I think it's real. Like, I'm crying in my dream. I'm crying. And then I wake up, and it takes me a second to realize that my boyfriend is not cheating on me.
And he's
so I'm
right
like,
next to you, sleeping.
Yeah, and then I'm like, but you always wake up and you're a different person when you wake up.
No, you wake up and
You've been cheated on. You've been cheated on.
You've been cheated on. I'm sorry.
So I'm literally like talking to my boyfriend. I'm like, anyways, like I had a really bad dream. Like he's like, what is it? And
but you're pissed at him.
I always have bad dreams about him, and he's like, what is it? Just tell me. I'm like, well, like I had a dream that like you were cheating on me, and like whatever. And he's like, oh. Why do you always dream about that? I'm like, it's fine. And he's like, well, like, I'm like, no, I'm not mad. I'm just like, it's fine. It's fine. And he's like, well, I'm like, anyways, like, it's just like you cheated on me in my dream and like, I still feel it. So like, say sorry. Like, sorry, but cough it up. Like, I know it wasn't you, but like, I dreamt you. Like, and I know
like,
that you could lucid dream.
You
so,
were
like,
the image. Like, it was you.
Like,
and,
it was you.
hurt me. So.
Like, in my dream world, like, we're together forever. And, like, in my dream world where we should still be together forever, you were cheating on me. So, like, say fucking sorry.
No. Did you make him apologize?
I made him apologize. And
no, I don't believe
the
you.
Worst
David,
part
did you say?
the worst part is that he always, like, he literally wakes up. He's like, babe, I had the best dream. We were, together on our
It was
cloud.
dandelions.
We were, like, naked. There was honey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and he's always like, well, he's like, what's your image of me in your dreams? He's like, you literally have the worst subconscious of me. And I'm like, I don't know why, because I really don't have those feelings towards you. But it's like, I have stress dreams and it just comes out on you.
What is it about dreams? Like, is there some truth that you're going, bitch, there's no truth, and don't make there be a truth.
There better not be.
Because I Googled
if there's
it.
truth, I'm making my boyfriend apologize again.
If like, somebody is sleep talking, and like, I can't remember what I read.
You Googled it. You said, what does it mean about blonde girl?
No, I went, what does it mean when guys, like, apparently it can mean some kind of, like, health issues when you start sleep talking.
Sleep talking and sleepwalking are, like, can be associated with health issues, I think.
Well, but should my boyfriend go to the fucking doctor now? Because he literally does both. But he doesn't even make it to the bowl when he pees, so he should really go.
Go to the doctor now. But I do, like, there is things that say, like, certain things that you dream about can mean things, like, you know, like, there's stuff about, like, your teeth falling out is, like, a bad sign or stuff like that.
It
like,
means you're dying or something.
Well, your teeth falling out, I think it means, like, something bad is gonna happen, like, to somebody around you. Or there's, like, different things. Like, the other day I had a dream that I was, like, in a plane crash, and I was, like, trying to Google what it meant, but didn't really tell me, so that fucking sucks. But my dad always had this, like, dream dictionary. And like basically,
your dad with the astrology, my God.
My dad is a spiritual construction worker. He says tong tong, but he says
spiritual until he finds that dildo, that fucking vibrator.
Let me tell you,
he's gonna go. Help me! I just witnessed something.
But so I would literally he's had this dream book since I'm a kid, and basically it's a dictionary, and you can like it's like A to Z like a dictionary, and let's say you dream of like birds, you can like go in the dictionary and like search up birds.
We don't care about birds. We want to know what the dream meant that your boyfriend cheated on you in a dream. What does that mean?
And
what does that mean?
It's like, Dad, I'm asking for a friend, but what does it mean if? He's like, hold on, what are you asking this for though? But I literally always...
I'm going to break David's head right now.
I literally always call him and I'm like, I had a dream about this. Like, can you look it up? And he like looks it up. He's like, it means this. Or like he's so into...
Did you hear about this thing called Google? I'm sure you don't need the dictionary to figure
But this
out.
dictionary is OG. Like, this dictionary doesn't say what Google says.
What does it work like with the alphabet?
It's the spine. Yeah, it's like a dictionary. The spine is cracked. The pages are brown. Like,
That's
you know that... The truth is coming out of that fucking thing. I don't care about Google.
That is history.
That book is history, and it's facts. But my dad is so into dreams. Like, he'll literally call me and be like, are you okay? And I'm like, yes. And he's like, oh, it's just because, I had a bad dream about you. And I'm like, what happened in the dream? Like, now you're scaring me. He's like, you were a little girl and I was giving you away to like this woman. I was like, hold on a minute. Say sorry now. You too say sorry.
No.
What the fuck? You were giving me away to a random stranger. My boyfriend's cheating on me. My dad's giving me away. But my eye won't stop crying, so that's one thing. I also wanted to address that we forgot to talk about.
Don't scare me.
A dress, a skirt. Not a funny joke. I wanted to talk about the fact that we got these new arms, and we're like, slowly, guys, we're still on a ping pong table, but we're getting closer to being legit. Like, soon.
And if you guys wonder what the arms are, just look at it as my third arms, because it's probably the same length. It probably does the same thing.
It does the same thing.
The only difference is there's no screws to tighten it. They go floppy.
This one has a little bit more muscle than you, I would say. A little more definition.
Enough we're trying to work our fucking asses and fucking start making me get some tennis balls here, because
she has linguines.
Anyway.
But anyways, in our last episode we were talking about the couch, and I was literally driving today and there was a couch on the side of the road upside down, and I literally went reverse and I went, let me see if there's some potential here, because in the last episode we spoke about how we wanted a couch for $4.50, and I almost found one at a discount of free. And I'm going, babe, like, it's fucking cool. No, it's like gold. And he's like,
if
but it's
wrap
broken.
it, spray paint it.
He's like, but it's ripped. It's broken. I'm like, no, but like, look at that piece. Like, it's still intact. Like, what do you think? He's
Guys,
like, but
sponsor us. Get us a fucking couch. We just bought these arms. Like, it's as much as we can afford for the next month.
it's all that we can afford. Amazon Prime, thank you, but it's all that I can afford. Can we talk about for a second Amazon fucking Prime?
Yeah.
What a gem. I accidentally got Amazon. I feel like you're always like, give me your Amazon Prime, give me your Amazon Prime. And then there's one time where you see the free trial and you say, let me delete it after 2 weeks. And then you forget, and suddenly it's 7 months I have Amazon Prime.
Are you kidding me? 3 years you haven't.
But that shit comes in handy.
And you don't even open your fucking bank statement because you don't want to see all the charges that you don't want to see what you spend. So you don't even see those $10 month fees for.
I mean,
fucking
speaking
Netflix.
of that, I'll say a story after. But basically, Amazon Prime is awesome, and I got these in like a fucking day. And any present, like it's my mom's birthday tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't know what to get her. Then I'm like, perfect, this gift. Check Amazon Prime, 1 day shipping. I said,
yeah,
I fucking love you.
Literally.
So like Amazon Prime. This is a free ad.
Wow, that's a nice gift to your mom, getting her something on. I always struggle with that. Like, I never know what to get my parents. Gifts are the hardest thing.
And parents are like, we just want to see you.
Yeah, and then it's like, I go, what do I get her? No, actually, my mom's pretty bratty. My mom tells me what the fuck she wants.
Your mom will say, I don't like this. She'll return it.
Literally. I don't want to get her gifts anymore because she never likes it. She wants the bill. She wants to return it. So at this point now, I go, I want to just give her money, but at the end of the day, like, what, I'm going to give my parents money? Like,
no.
And then they're, like, getting mad at you because you didn't think of anything. You weren't thoughtful enough. Like,
but they don't want anything. Like,
oh, my God.
First of all, dads are the hardest to give gifts for. But, like,
are you kidding me?
mom, like, my mom is so, like, don't get me anything.
Yeah.
And my sister is, like, always saying, like, hey, let's get her this expensive gift. This expensive gift. And we're, like, last time we got her a Prada wallet, and, like, you know, finally she's getting this nice gift, and my mom's like, wow, so nice, thank you. I'm like, Ma, say it a little fucking louder, because I spent a lot of money on that, okay? Happy tears right now, happy tears, that's what I want. Like, my mom would be just as happy if I literally brought her a cupcake, or if I brought her a Prada wallet, and it pisses me off, because when I buy her a Prada wallet, I need the Prada wallet happiness. I don't need the cupcake happiness. But anyways, yeah, so
That's so funny.
I got her a gift on Amazon, and thankfully it's coming in a day, and I was like, save my life, because I can't do this. I went to the mall the other day. The mall. What am I, American?
You went to the mall and you died of suffocation and you said Amazon.
No, first of all, my skin was peeling off at the end of my thing, because it's literally every store you go into, they go, Purell. And I'm like, I just came from another.
And can we talk about when they literally put it and it's a vodka shot, it's tequila.
And it's leaking everywhere?
And if you know me, you know I cannot stand tequila. The amount of people go, got a tequila shot, sorry. And I'm always that girl, sorry, I don't do tequila. Disgusting. They go, vodka for this one. Like, and it's just like, I go into, I fake Purell.
No, I was just going to say, I fake it. Like, I go in and the automatic ones, I do this. And then as soon as I come out, I go... Just like my
And I know I'm not the only one because I look at the bottom of that and I see either the floor is full of fucking Purell or... Yeah.
So true. But no, I actually can't deal. Like, it's excessive now. Like, my hands are literally burning off. Yeah. Like, I don't want to go into another store because I'm like... I don't know if I'm going to buy something and it's not worth me losing my skin.
Yeah, listen to this. When I was in Toronto,
We went into a club and we got there. We were the first ones there. We said...
we're out. We're not going to be the fucking guinea pigs at this fucking club. So we leave, and then we leave the club, and we notice the club is jam-packed, and we go, how does it work? Do we got to go in a line now? Because we just left, and it's about to be the most bumping fucking club, but we don't want to be the first ones there. Anyway, so we leave, then we come back, and I'm like, listen, I didn't touch anybody. I already parelled, like, anyway, so there's a bodyguard right there. So I literally walk right through. He goes, excuse me, you need a parell. I go, anybody would have just said, oh, sorry, and just probably went, because it was fucking tequila.
Yeah.
They figured, well, just put the tequila fucking in the dispenser. Anyway, so I go, I already did it. He goes, you sure? Because I didn't see you do it. I'm like, yeah, I did it. And I walk away. I'm like, that's to the point of not wanting
I can't.
the tequila in my fucking hands.
I can't. Like, I was literally at H&M, and I'm literally walking by, and I'm going, and I'm making the face as if it's not working, but really my hand is here in the dispenser.
At this point, you're going,
I'm going,
do I really need anything at H&M? Because it's not worth it.
No, but I'm literally going like this, and I walk away, and I see the H&M girl staring at me like as if I just committed a murder because I didn't, which maybe, but it's just, I'm sorry, I'm walking out of one store, not touching anything, coming into another store, like, it's just,
I know. Even when I went
H&M has the same germs that Topshop has. Like,
literally.
It's the same thing. That I touch something in your store, that store doesn't change.
When I went to get my lips done, I forgot to mention, she literally takes this, like, UV x-ray thing and is, like, x-raying my phone. Let's be real. What the fuck is that light doing? God. Shut up. They're just trying to act like they're doing all the procedures, but at the end of the day, like, as long as the fucking needle is clean...
Yeah.
And the fucking girl doing it has her mask on. Like, shut up with these procedures and give me back my $30.
Yeah. I think, like, the scariest is when you go to, like, they do this a lot of clubs, and they're like, okay, come here, let me check your temperature. And they put this gun to your head, and you're like, I'm afraid. Like,
no.
Can you, like, what are you doing?
Can you calm down?
But then it's also like, what am I at? Like, you know what I mean?
Some go, like, right in front. Some fucking hit you. It's like, ow, like my brain hurts.
But like, there's even some that like scan your face. It's like a fucking iPad, and I'm like, I can't deal anymore. Am I taking a selfie? Like,
check out. Like, I'm over it.
But it's like, what happens if I'm a degree over? Like, are they arresting me? Like, they're saying, sorry, you're too hot to come in. I'm like, yeah, bitch, I'm fucking hot. They're like, no, like you're literally too hot to come in. I'm like, yeah, like should I cover my tits up? They're like, no, like your temperature, like. I'm like, I love that song, Sean Paul, Temperature.
Can we talk about how amazing your tits look right now?
Thanks, I grew them myself.
By the pill or by the bra?
Not sure. Yeah. Bit of both, really. I actually
went. Do we have an update on your pill situation?
I'd stick with the same pill, and
okay.
I decided I don't want my hair to fall out. I don't want to get a IUD shoved into my uterus.
You don't want a baby.
Don't want a baby. It's working what I'm doing. So I decided to continue on with my life.
Yeah, especially now with the podcast, you know, you're going to grow all kinds of acne. You're going to go, hi, we have a guest today, actually. Veronica couldn't make it.
I honestly, like... If there's one worse time to do it, it's maybe when I have a podcast, because you guys are going to be able... It's before and afters the whole way down the line.
God. And there's no covering.
There's no covering. I'm sorry. My eye is crying. You probably see my smudged eyeliner, and it is what it is. It is what it is. So, I just drink your water. Don't worry though.
I realized that we can't just be drinking at the same time. Somebody's got to speak.
I was actually just gonna make a joke about you drinking at the same time as me.
I always do that, eh?
You're a fucking copycat. Leave me alone.
Oh my god.
I'm sweating.
You fix your top? It's bothering me. Thanks. So I just came back from up north, and anyways, so my bathing suit was wet, okay, and my boyfriend and I both went in the water. Anyways, so the next day you don't want to put it with all your stuff because it's still fucking wet. So I go ahead and I take a garbage bag and I put both of our wet bathing suits inside, and I'm like, okay,
the classic,
okay. So now I'm packing my stuff and I'm very forgetful. So what happens, guys? I end up forgetting that I put my bathing suits in the fucking garbage bag, okay? So I forget. Anyways, then everybody's cleaning up. It's that day that it's an Airbnb, you know? Like, you're still paying for the cleaning fee, but you still gotta...
You're doing the laundry.
You can't leave them with that. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
when we start cleaning, removing the food. Anyways, so I guess somebody saw garbage and they went, perfect. We're gonna put it in the garbage outside. So... That's probably another reason why I forgot it, because it was not next to my bag. Somebody probably, they added shit to it. So all the fucking disgusting pineapple, everything, whatever. So I'm driving back, and all of a sudden I'm like, hold on a second. I'm like, I just was like, now we're 35 minutes of driving in, Veronica.
No.
Like, if you know from up north, like.
No.
You're finally out of that root, you're on the road anyways. And I was like, wow, what a great time to finally be getting like to be leaving at. You know, I still have my whole Sunday, like it's perfect, you know. Anyways, don't I find out that we fucking forgot the bathing suit. Now the thing is, guys, my bathing suit was a total of $14. So I was ready to say, leave that in the garbage, we're good to go, and I'll just reorder when I get home, and I'm happy. It'll be faster. I'll order it, and it's done. It'll be faster, literally.
Yeah.
Even if I don't take fast shipping, it'll be faster. My boyfriend, on the other hand, was fucking a Vilebrequin bathing suit. He's pissed. Now, he's always the one to, like, really forget things, but now this one is on me. Like,
yeah.
But I'm angry, and I'm pissed at him, and I forgot it. I just want everybody to know, because he's making me go back now.
You were ready to give it up.
I was ready to give it up, and I had to go back now because he forgot the fucking...
His $300 bathing suit.
He technically forgot his $300 bathing suit, even though it was me, so I was pissed as fuck. So I'm like, how badly do you need it? He's like, babe, it's a $300 bathing suit, like... And I'm just like... Mine was $3. Like, I'm okay with just going back. But I'm like, fine, we'll go back. Even when you fucking leave earlier, still at the same time, we get back. Like, it was another hour and a half. Like,
you were going through the garbage.
That's another thing. We get there, and I'm like, no, babe, like, what are you checking the garbage for? It's in the house. It was an Airbnb. I was like, your friends left. Did they lock the door? How are we even going to get in? They're like, no, it's fine. The keymaster, like, it's open still. I was like, okay, great. So I start walking up to check if it's, you know, there. Yeah. Just that he goes, before I even make it to get to the top, he goes, it's here. So I just turned back. I'm like, he's literally, like, throwing it out. There was other garbage in it. I was just going, well, since we're here, I'm going to take my $3 bathing suit. Thanks. But I actually contemplated saying, you know what, take yours and
you'll keep yours in the garbage. Like, gross.
Anyways.
That's hilarious.
I'm a klutz. Like, I forget things. I just want to let you know, on my way here, okay, the battery that I was charging my camera in to come here, I forgot it. He comes out the balcony, he goes, because I missed his phone call. He's trying to tell me, like, I forgot the battery and I'm about to leave. He literally throws it out of a sock because I was like, I'm not going back up there, taking the elevator. Throw it out. He's literally throwing it with the sock. I'm going, ah! Like, it's not going to hurt or anything. Anyways, it hits the floor. I'm like, I don't even have a battery now.
No,
I don't. Take it out. I was like, hey, safe. It works.
Smart to put it in a sock. I would have rod it. I would have been like, catch!
It breaks while I
try. To the left! Oh my God. I actually posted, I wanted to bring this up because I posted a picture. I don't know why I always have to, like, show because you guys can't see anything. But I posted, like, basically I was going through my Facebook and I, just for fun, you know, had nothing better to do, went down to, like, 2008, my Facebook post, just to laugh because I know that I was a fucking idiot. And, like, honestly, who let me have Facebook? Like, the things that I was... Guys, if you haven't seen my post, I'm just going to read a few of them to you. So, September 19th, 2008, Veronica Rossi is trying to touch her pupils. Exclamation mark, exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
You were a weird cat.
And I misspelled pupils. Like, I'm sorry, what? Like, this one is my favorite one. August 4, 2008, is outside looking at bees right in front of her.
And I always hated on Twitter when somebody, like, had their name and just continued the sentence from their name. Like, shut up. Start a sentence.
But, like, I can't deal. And that's literally us, 12 years old, having Facebook with 4 friends writing stupid-ass fucking shit.
God.
But, like, I think back and I'm like, I was here 12 with Facebook. And, yes, it's embarrassing and whatever. But, like, I think about my 9-year-old cousins who have Instagram now. And that's a different story to look back on. Like... It's a whole nother life now. Like, we were all ugly and writing stupid shit on Facebook. I
don't even want to know what I was writing on Twitter. Like, I'm scared.
I mean, I had Twitter when I was older, so I'm not even worried. Facebook is my biggest fear.
I just remember my friends having the jokesest things. I could, like, remember some, and I'm like, I don't even want to go there. Cause, like,
I have no effort for more than one social media now. It's literally Instagram, and I go on Facebook Marketplace to look for accounts.
Already, like we said, dealing with 3 accounts on Instagram, our fake one, our Chemical X, actually 4 for me with Body Strands.
I have 6, so I don't know about you.
Well, I don't know who you're stalking, and the one fake account is good enough to stalk everyone, right, Veronica? You don't need to have 3.
I don't even have a fake account. I'm at my max account. It's because I have a bunch
There's a max?
Yeah, I'm lying. I don't know if I'm at my max account, but I've reached the max many times. They don't let you sign into another account.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure
I've never got to that psychoticness.
It's because for work. I have so many for work, and I'm just like, hee hee. And let me tell you, there is a fear when you're posting a drunk story. And sometimes I wake up the next morning and I right away go check my work accounts because I'm like, imagine I'm there posting on my fucking work social media with 20K followers. Yeah. Me going, whoa!
The only time I really had a scare and I was like, I need to check the Instagram, oh my God, is when you remember that thing was going around that you were like, April Fools, you were sending a message to somebody saying like, Allah, like you just posted, like what'd you just post on your Instagram? Like you just posted a nude and I was like, oh my God, what the fuck? What the fuck did I just post? Oh my God. Literally like tunnel vision. I went and then I go, because you don't even reopen the whole message.
You see the first line.
I saw a nude and I went, I don't even really like take nudes. Like what the fuck?
Hold on a minute. You what? I just want to know. It's because you were lying to your boyfriend, so you're lying to all of us now? So you're a liar. Guys, she doesn't take nudes. Allah, you have fucking triple Ds. You need 2 cameras. You have to collage your nudes.
I need to use the space collage. Well, on that note, guys, just to say, my friend scared me with that April Fool's thing.
The same thing for me.
That was the one time I went.
You know who sent it to me? My fucking cousin. Like, oh my God, did you mean to post that? I literally, like, I peed a little bit. I was you last week. Like, I literally went,
what was that Donald Trump what you and your sister did to me that I fully believed was telling everybody, I'm like, my friends just made it in the world and they're gonna bring me up with them.
Oh my God, I remember what you're talking about. We had made like a fake tweet or like a fake
like Donald
Facebook.
Trump chose you guys.
Like he had chose us and we posted it on Instagram.
Chose you for what again?
I don't remember. It was my sister's idea, so flawed. It was a flawed idea.
This is the idea and it starts and ends with that. But I believed it anyways.
She said, you want to do it? I said, throw my name in there. And, you know.
I'm a super gullible person, though.
You are.
You say. I'm trying to give an example.
I'm pretty gullible, too, but it depends. Like, if you tell me something, I'll believe you, but I'll also look into it. I'll be like,
I'm very gullible, but then when I watch reality TV, I go, fixed. You know? Like.
I don't know. I'm gullible when it comes to reality. I'm like, wow, love. How cute.
Next thing you know, they only did it to fucking, literally.
Reality TV is a crazy place.
I know. Anyway, I know you don't watch The Bachelor, but, like, it's fucking crazy what's going on right now. Like, I love The Bachelor, and I don't care how unrealistic it is. Like, just the idea, I only like when it's a bachelor and the bachelorette's coming out of the limo. Let's be real. Listen, you like seeing the guys, but you want to see what those girls are wearing, the dresses. You watch to see the drama.
I mean, I think there's more drama in The Bachelor than The Bachelorette for sure. Guys are like,
I'll beat you up.
Yeah, like what?
Girls, it's like,
and then
did
they
you
go,
hear what she said? Like, oh my God, like I'm gonna go talk to her. Like,
yeah,
it's all
crazy.
fucked up. But anyways, apparently in this season, I don't know if any of you watch The Bachelor, but Claire is actually one of the oldest bachelorettes they ever had. Anyway, so this whole started with COVID, whatever, but anyways, they ended up choosing her, and she was somebody from, like, a long time ago. Like, she wasn't somebody, because lately they've been taking, like, 24-year-olds. They know it's just for the Instagram to get the followers, whatever, so they ended up going for Claire, who was, like, super, like, older and looking for love. They wanted to have older men this time on the show. Yeah. But anyways, like, spoiler alert, they ended up finding out that, like, she's off the show now and they have a new girl. So, like, we don't really know exactly what happened, but apparently, like, rumors out that, like, she found love and, like, she didn't want to leave her hotel room and, like, because she didn't want to go on dates with the other guys. But it's like, when you get on that show, like, you sign a contract, obviously. Yeah. Like, you have to say, like, you have to, even if you're into one guy, you can't, like, not want to go on date, like, not go on dates with the other people. Like, you have no choice.
Honestly, it's almost more realistic in that way, because it's like, when you're really into somebody, like, you don't give a fuck about anyone else. And I can totally imagine being in her shoes, like, she's really into this guy. It's like, she doesn't want to waste her time pretending. Like, so I get that.
So this is, like, the first Bachelor where, like, the season was kind of cut short with her, and then they replaced her, and then she finishes the whole season looking for love, like the new girl, Tayshia. But, like, everyone now is, like, we don't even know what happened. So this could all be false. It could have just been, like, you know what? The directors want to change things around. But everyone's saying, wow, like, so disrespectful. She signed a contract. Like, is she really in love? 12 days of being on the show. Blah, blah, blah. Like, 12. Like, what do you think? Like,
I mean, I think reality TV is, like, who knows if even she's
especially
off the
Bachelor,
show. Yeah.
Like, they pay people to fucking... I just spit, so...
Say don't spray it. But I think that it's reality TV, and
Yeah.
it could not even be the fact that she found love. It could be like something so different, like that they couldn't have her on the show, and they just made up that excuse because that's literally.
But like, do we think
TV.
that she could have been in love like 12 days in?
I mean, look, when you,
I really wonder if it's gonna work out.
I can get that when you meet somebody, you know you want to be with them, but like. 12
You've been given this opportunity, like at least test out all the men you can.
At least she was genuine. I mean, at least we know she wasn't there for the fame, or else she would have stayed. Literally. I think that's what The Bachelor is now. Everybody just goes for the fame.
It's so true.
Which is like, makes for a good show.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, you're applying for The Bachelor even though you have a boyfriend. Like, how many times? I feel like that's happened before where they're like, they find out they have a relationship back home. And it's like...
I know. It's so funny you say that because my friend was like single and I was like, bitch, I'm fucking signing you up for that Bachelor.
You're like, if I can't
do it for myself, I'm going to get the thrill out of you.
And the 3,000 followers.
I literally took a picture of her on Instagram because you can either nominate somebody or nominate yourself.
Yeah.
And normally a lot of people say when they nominate themselves, they go, my friend nominated me. It's like, bitch, shut up. We know you nominated yourself. But I know you
probably did it.
I nominated her and I was like, I'm literally answering. I felt like a bit like, oh my God, like, am I allowed to be doing this? Like, what's going on? I'm like choosing her, what I think is her best picture on Instagram, putting it in. What do you do for work? Literally elaborated what
You're calling her, hey babe, by the way, how old are you again?
I took her simple job.
What's your hobbies?
I took her simple job and I made it into this job that is making $3 million a year. So I'm literally, what are your hobbies? I like.
Did you tell
made her?
her?
Look pure prop. I told her the next day, guys. She literally said, "Alette, what the fuck? Like, why did you?" And she literally got mad at me. I said, "I'm sorry, babe. Like,
I wanted to
but
get
what?
famous.
You're gonna get that call and you're not gonna fucking go."
Yeah.
Anyways,
you're gonna get that you're on The Bachelor and you're gonna what? Say no?
I'm literally trying. All this is for
and then
me in the end. She's gonna get famous and go, bitch. Just remember where you came from and start posting that body shots pic.
They're gonna call her and they're gonna go, yeah, miss, so we see here that you're a star football player and you have 7 dogs. She's going, what the fuck did Alessia write? Grew up in a small town.
How funny though, I'm going, now that she's big, I'm going, post that fucking body shots pic. Yeah. We ranted about nothing.
I know. But
and Gigi Hadid is pregnant, and if I look like her and have that pregnancy glow, I'll be happy because she looks fucking good for a pregnant girl.
Crazy.
Veronica messages me and she's like, "Oh my God, did you know Gigi Hadid was pregnant?" I'm like, "Where are you? Like, it's been like fucking a month. Everybody knows now." She's
for
like,
me, it's official when I see the baby pic. Then I go, "Oh, it's not a rumor. It's for real." Anything I read on Snapchat news, I say.
Snapchat news. That's true. There is that girl who like speaks.
I don't know. Sometimes I go, but I like to refer to that as like the bullshit news, because that's where all the bullshit comes from. But like for me, it's like once I see the pic, then I know for real. Yeah, so guys, Gigi Hadid is pregnant.
The bullshit also comes from your mouth. So
true. Anyway, thanks for listening, guys.
Oh my God, thank you. See us on our 16th, 17th. We're not sure anymore.
Maybe with a couch, maybe with no table. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll see what we can afford next week. Just kidding. Thanks for listening.
Bye, guys.